And new information tonight about that deadly train derailment Sunday north of Pueblo. Here's what we learned today. Investigators say a broken rail east of the bridge that partially collapsed, causing it. That according to the National Transportation Safety Board, which concluded its preliminary investigation today. The NTSB believes that broken line caused some 30 cars loaded with coal to go off the track, collapsing the bridge. A semi-truck driver, 60-year-old LaFollette Henderson from California, killed when the collapsed bridge crushed his big rig. Investigators still trying to determine why the rail line failed and why warning systems did not alert the train's crew prior to that crash. And now that investigators believe they know the cause of the accident, our Devin Karp spoke with a former locomotive engineer for more insight into how these things happen and what it takes to keep the train safe. He continues our coverage now near the scene of that derailment. Devin?
Yeah, Rob, if you look behind me, you can see this is where these crews are disposing of some of the train cars from the derailment on I-25. NTSB investigators now believe that a broken rail caused the derailment, leading to the bridge's collapse.
Detours going over to Highway 50 and over to 115 and up, it can be a pain in the rear.
Dave Miller says in more than 30 years of living in Pueblo, it's never taken 45 minutes to get across town.
It takes you forever sometimes to make it.
In my experience, derailments are not all that common, and that's from 40 years of being out on the rail.
I spoke with a retired locomotive engineer, Bruce Barrett, who worked for a major railroad company his whole career and says the derailment near Pueblo has been tragic.
The domino effect can be far-reaching and affect many people as far as delivery of goods and services.
He says conductors and engineers work to inspect trains before and during their trips, although typically railroad tracks can break for several reasons.
And that can be a mechanical thing, can be a track issue, have something fail in track caused by either weather conditions, temperature changes, something that could be metal fatigue, something on that order.
He says there are specially trained crews who inspect tracks across the country, but can't say with what frequency they do so.
Safety is the #1 rule in our rule book. It's the safe thing that we do. It is the most important thing that any railroader does.
Barrett says he has more patience than most when it comes to getting all the answers he's looking for, and stresses the importance of a thorough investigation.
As people, we have to understand that they need to get to the bottom of what happened so that they can have lessons learned.
While Dave thinks his town just wants things to go back to normal.
I've seen other people complaining on Facebook all the time already about it. But you can't do nothing about it, just gotta let it do its course.
We should have some more information within the next 30 days about what exactly led to the crash. The full report from NTSB is expected to be released in 12 to 24 months. Also, just breaking into our newsroom, we've learned that Governor Polis is going to be at the site of the derailment tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Reporting in Pueblo County, I'm Devin Karp, News 5.